Ladies and gentlemen, the Egolympics round 2 starts now. So after round 1 of the 8 competitor pool, I asked you all to vote on the order you think was best to worst, 1 to 8. We had 8 lifters. Let's just go over the data here. I stopped accepting votes at about 2,000. Actually, right here it says 2,121 votes. So really good turnout. Thank you guys for that. For this video, same thing as below. Take the survey, vote 1 through 4, because we will have 4 new lifts for you guys. So we'll start with the 8th place here. Jeff Grenzer, front rack stairway to heaven. As like a little note here, that lift was a tribute to the late and great Bud Jeffries. Bud had passed away almost a month ago, I think, and he was a legend in the ego lifting world. Really, really sad to see him go. And actually, Atlas Shrugged, who's one of the competitors here, put one of his quotes up. So Bud said, "Don't quit. Someone needs to hear that. Might be the hardest time of your life. No matter what, don't quit. You can win." So Bud, these Egolympics are dedicated to you and in your remembrance. So Jeff Grenzer did the front rack stairway. That was 8th place. However, if we look over on the times he was voted number 1, he actually would have been, I believe, 6th place. So he beat the 2 guys that had ended up beating him out with number 1 votes. And I think one of the reasons for that was that the gas can was like right next to the open flame. So thank you, Jeff, for your input. Hopefully we'll get you going in the next Egolympics. David Baden with the 285-pound Arthur lift and jerk. Now, Atlas did a 415-pound Arthur lift. So obviously you saw Atlas was voted higher because of the load in that case, but the jerk on this was really great. David, thank you for that. Adam Turner, the 900-pound stroll. This guy is incredibly strong, and the way that he moved that all of that load was really, really impressive. So he rounded out the 6th position. We have Francois with the 500-pound, but it was like over a metric ton, I think. No, not a metric ton. Yeah, no, I think it was just like, I think it was 1,000 pounds, but it's a, I don't know what he calls it, but it's like a train cart or something like that. It's basically a cart with spinning wheels on the bottom. So he did that sled drag, but it was with tic-tacking on his skateboard. He is a kettlebell enthusiast. He got 5th place. Now here is the cutoff. So we have our top 4 here. Deadliest lift, trap bar, boomer bench. And the reason why I called it the boomer bench was because there was a literal lawnmower tied to one of the sides of the trap bar. Deadliest lift is absolutely insane, and I am so happy to have him amongst the competitors. In the number 3rd spot, edging out deadliest lift by a little over 200 points, is Igor Klimenov, otherwise known as Klim Team. He did the 203 kilo clean and jerk in his kitchen. 203 kilos clean and jerk is insane. He did it with a power jerk, and he was able to bring it back down safely in his kitchen. Honest to God, that is ridiculous. It doesn't look like an ego lift, right? Because he's a veteran weightlifter. So for him, his technique is really, really good. It allows him to do that, but he's also strong. It was just amazing. So now we get into our top 2. Atlas Shrugged with the 415-pound Arthur lift. I didn't know the name of this lift. I had no idea what it was called, but essentially you bring the bar to your traps or your back rack from the ground from behind you. and this is just, it's ridiculous. Atlas Shrugged likes to work out in his parking lot with his jeans on and Vibram 5-finger shoes, and he does the most painful lifts you can imagine, and he has world records in these incredibly painful lifts. And then, of course, at number 1, we have Mikey, who blew the socks off of this thing, 14,000 points. Mikey with the, I don't even know what we end up calling this lift. The crazy thing is, after this video, Mikey posted this to his Instagram, and Barstool Sports reposted it. I think like House of Highlights reposted it. This man has gained so much clout, and man, I would have liked to have seen some transfer over to the Egolympics, to the following that we have here, because he posted that and he had to keep it off of all of his social media until we had all the voting in. So we have our top 4. However, Igor Klimenov is not going to be able to lift in this top 4 situation. So Deadliest Lift has bumped up, and now we have Francois in the top 4. So those are our top 4. Mikey, Atlas Shrugged, Deadliest Lift, and Francois. Please, guys, after you watch this, vote 1 through 4 so we can pick the top 2 out of that, and then we can have those top 2 competitors face off. Click the link in the description and give me your votes. I will see you in the next video. Enjoy these lifts.
The Bud Jeffries! Yes! Ah! Woo! Ah.